I don't look Christmassy at all, and I have hair all over myself. I'm such a good chef. Welcome back. My name is Nisha. This is my channel, Lose Your Veganity, where I show you tips and tricks on how to live a more compassionate life for the earth, the animals, and yourself. So if any of that interests you, go ahead and click that subscribe button to lose your veganity. It doesn't hurt at all, and it only takes a second. Do you notice anything different? I moved! I moved! I moved! I moved! In case you guys haven't noticed, I've moved. So I thought I would start and christen this kitchen with one of my favorite recipes from the holidays from growing up. These are cranberry snowballs. Mostly this is like a fun activity for kids because it's very like tactile, and it's kind of like if you don't have snow, where I grew up in Texas, we did not have snow. So it's kind of like rolling up your own snow, but you can eat it afterwards. And instead of egg whites, we're going to be using aquafaba. Aquafaba is, it's the water that the chickpeas have been sitting in, and it creates this starchy, thick liquid. So let's get into the video. For this recipe, you will need 1 can of no salt added garbanzo beans. Make sure to turn and look on the back and see that the only ingredients are garbanzo beans and water. Next, you will need some powdered sugar and some cranberries. First thing I'm gonna do is open up this can of garbanzo beans, and I'm going to strain out the liquid. Make sure to strain it when you open it, just so that there aren't any like chickpea skins or gunk from the chickpeas in the water. So this stuff can also be used as a substitute for like meringue or egg whites in any like Christmas recipes. Now you can put these aside and eat them later. Now if you don't want to use aquafaba, aquafaba can sometimes give people a stomach upset if you have a really, really sensitive stomach. You can also use things like lemon juice or apple juice. Anything kind of viscous and sticky will work great. So I'm going to take my powdered sugar now, and I'm going to empty it out onto a flat surface and kind of cover the whole surface. I know what you're thinking. This isn't a fun Hollywood party. This is powdered sugar. Look, it's as white as the Oscars that one year. Now pick out all the cranberries that are kind of nice and a pretty color and not smushy. I did this recipe first because it's harder later in the year to get good cranberries, so this is definitely a recipe you should attempt first. So now that I've picked out my cranberries, I'm gonna put them in the water, stir them around, pick them back up, and then I'm gonna take a cranberry, pop it in, and roll it around so that it is covered in powdered sugar. You can do a bunch at one time, but it tends to make the powdered sugar kind of clumpy, so be warned in advance. Once the cranberries are rolled in powdered sugar and they start to look like a snowball, that is when you can pick them up, kind of shake the excess gently, and then set them to dry. Thing with the cranberries, the darker ones are gonna be sweeter and the white ones are gonna be more sour, but with the powdered sugar, it makes them these crunchy, sweet treats. And cranberries are super high in vitamin C and great for cold and flu season that's going on right now. Don't be afraid to add more powdered sugar if the surface starts getting really clumpy and hard. If you find that the powdered sugar isn't sticking to certain cranberries, the cranberry is probably too soft and mushy in the middle to form a crunchy outer shell that makes these so yummy and delicious. Set your snowballs aside for 30 minutes to dry. You may even have time to pop in a holiday movie. And that is it. That's how you get these wonderful powdered sugary candied cranberries. I remember seeing my mom bring out these ingredients when I was a little kid and just lighting up because I knew it was time to roll up our snowballs and watch a movie and enjoy our time together as a family. All right, and these are my little cranberry snowballs. They're so good, and they should be like crunchy when you eat them. Like, that was a good crunch. I'm proud. I probably have powdered sugar on my face. So once they've dried out, they should have that nice crunch. They're super delicious. They're like any candied fruit you can have in the wintertime. And I know as kids, we loved these. And it was the only way I was going to eat a cranberry because like cranberries on their own without any like mess and fuss are pretty bitter and sour. But this makes them so tangy and sweet and delicious and crunchy. As always, whoa. Come on. Ball-shaped food is not easy to handle. As always, let me know if you guys make these. Tag me in your photos on Instagram, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.